The Nova Open is one of the premier wargaming events on the East Coast. Originating from Northern Virginia, the event has grown over the years and boasts a fantastic selection of games, vendors, and painting activities. From painting classes and competitions to an almost 400-person 40K Champs event, there's something for everyone. The Titans team has been going there for 3 years now and has had a blast every time. Let's talk about our trip out east and the adventures along the way. For me, the Nova trip always starts with several flights to visit my family, who live nearby in Maryland. As is tradition, my dad was painting his newest army down to the wire, and upon arriving we would play a flurry of games to get him up to speed as soon as possible. Like many people, these big events are his chance to play as many games as a weekend as he might get in several months. With some paper cutouts, we simulated the GW style layouts and hung out with my family. I did make time to check out the new location for Games and Stuff, a fantastic local game store with a ton of space to play. I was blown away by the venue and would love to attend an event there one day. With the preamble done, it was time to pack up and head to Nova. As I mentioned, there's a ton of things to do at the convention, and you simply can't do it all. For me, I knew I wanted to play my beloved orcs, despite being in a bit of a rough spot right now. As this meant I wasn't likely to make top cut, I knew that I could have Sunday to check out other game systems and vendors. This was a GW style event, as it usually is, and while the staff and judges were fantastic, the terrain was less than ideal. Despite seemingly bottomless supplies of ruins, they were not really capable of making the proper GW layouts we needed, often leaving ruins that were too long, too short, or simply in the wrong configuration that we needed for the game. This combined with a couple harrowing matchups made for a tough weekend for my orcs. All my games were fantastic, and I was truly impressed by the caliber of players that I faced, even though I landed around what we would say are the mid-tables. I think it really is a testament to how this community has grown and how much passion people have for this amazing game that we all love. I had a great time playing, and while I would have liked to have done better than 3-3, I was prepared for the worst going into my games. Half my games were into armies who simply had the movement and reactions necessary to keep my Warhorde orcs at bay across the vast open spaces of No Man's Land. Though I did manage to close out with 2 melee matchups in the form of Demons and World Eaters, which were an absolute bloodbath in the middle. As always with big events we attend, we had 2 meetups, one for anyone to drop by and say hi, and another especially for our emperors. This year we met up at The Boardroom, a fitting name for a board game bar nestled inside Washington, D.C. We had a blast catching up and chatting the night away, though we didn't actually get to play many games at all. With the tournament done, I was able to check out the rest of what Nova had to offer, gawking at beautiful Lord of the Rings boards, admiring the dedicated Old World players and their beautiful games, and of course, checking out everyone's Purple Suns over at the AOS tables. I even found a kindred spirit for Bridger over by the Spearhead tables. The energy and excitement was palpable, even on the last day of the con, as everyone was having a great time sharing their passion for miniatures, painting, and gaming. And as always, it's great to catch up with friends both old and new, and really talk with like-minded individuals about this hobby that we're passionate about. Mel herself was able to take several painting classes, and even attended a lecture by her favorite artist Kaha, and took home new skills and new inspirations. Overall, it was a fantastic Nova as always, and I can't wait for next year. If you're on the East Coast especially, Nova should be on your list of events to attend in 2025. We would love to see you there.